Happy new moon season to you, everyone. I read my fortune the other day and this card came up a few days before the new moon set for Cancer season 7/20/20, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect because with Mercury just barely coming out of retrograde, a lot of us were dwelling on the past and having a lot of negative thoughts, and I think it's good to acknowledge the new moon and maybe take into consideration its powers and use it for our benefits in restoring new beginnings and paving new paths for ourselves, especially because this has been a very strange year. So I think we could all use some rejuvenation. So I'm going to bring to you a quick yoga routine, but I just wanted to give you some ideas in case anyone was wondering on how else they could help welcome the new moon. You could go ahead and meditate with some crystals, take a bath, drink some tea. I would also recommend smelling some essential oils. I'm using grapefruit today because I think that it's the best for uplifting spirits and, starting fresh. It's very citrusy and happy scent, which is exactly what I want to manifest. Happiness, wealth. And with that being said, I want you to go ahead and take this time to set your intention for your practice today, keeping in mind that love is the highest vibration. So whether that be love for yourself, your friends, your past self, experiences, journeys, whatever you want to go ahead and take this time for yourself and think of what you want to welcome during this new moon. With that being said, I'm going to take off my socks, and I thought we could start with some shoulder shrugs. Nice big circles all the way around, forwards. Really stretch out that entire shoulder joint before going and moving backwards. Now you can either do like this, or if you want to place your hands on top of your shoulders, whatever makes you feel 100% aligned. Now we're going to start with sun salutation, so keep your feet about hip width apart. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Engage your core as we shift our weight back and our head towards the sky. Now bend your knees and come down into your forward fold. And here you want to really let go of your neck and relax your shoulders. And we're going to come into our monkey pose. Back is straight, hands over shins, and shoulders away from ears, gaze downwards. And on your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and shoot the right foot back into our low lunge. Make sure that your heel is above your knee. Make sure that your heel is directly below your knee. And take a moment to relax and enjoy this stretch before bringing your left foot to meet your right foot into plank pose. Now here we're going to Chaturanga Dandasana. Engage that core and bend your elbows as you come down. Roll your shoulders back, tighten the belly, and lift the kneecaps as you inhale into Cobra. And then on your next exhale, we're going to shoot our hips up into downward facing dog. Push your hands away from your body. Ground your index finger and your thumb into the mat. And try and visualize your chest pushing up towards your hips with every inhale. And with every exhale, try and get your heels closer to the mat. If you want to walk your dog here, just go ahead and alternate lifting your heels. One more nice deep breath in and out. And on your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot back up in between our hands. And then our left foot is going to meet our right foot to come back into mountain pose. Bend the knees, slowly come up. Feet are wide, hip width apart, hands at heart center. Inhale. We're going to do mountain pose on the other side, or sun salute on the other side. Engage that core as we slowly lift our forehead to the sky. And on our exhale, we're going to bend our knees and gently bring ourselves down to forward fold. Allow yourself to surrender in this pose. This is a great pose for displaying gratitude and acceptance. And then come into your monkey pose on your next inhale with a flat back. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears and keep your palms on your shin. And on your next exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the left foot back into low lunge. Keep in mind that you want to have your heel above your knee. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. You want to have your heel directly below your knee to not compromise that knee. And then allow yourself to stretch your hip flexor out a little bit before we bring our right foot back to meet our left foot. Go into plank, chaturanga dandasana. Squeeze that core and bend those elbows. Now roll your shoulders back, engage the core and lift the kneecaps as you inhale to cobra. And then exhale, curl those toes under and push yourself up into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, push into the index finger and the thumbs. Breathe in nice and deeply here to allow yourself to strengthen and lengthen as much as possible. One more nice deep breath in and release. Now we're going to bring our left foot up and in between our hands to come back into mountain pose. Well, forward fold, sorry. And then gently move back up into mountain pose. Next, we're going to get into bridge pose. So sit on your bottom with your feet flat on the mat. And here, if you want to use a block, this could be a little helpful for you to squeeze the block in between your thighs, just so that you don't compromise your lower back at all. So what I like to do is lay flat and then bring your fingertips towards your heels, and this is exactly how far away you want to be from your feet. So let's see. This is great. You see? My fingertips are touching my heels. If I'm up here and I try to bridge, it's not going to be as aligned as or if I'm too forwards, it's not going to be as aligned. So what you want to do is keep your fingertips at your heels, and then engage that core, lift your head up, and then as you exhale, shoot your hips up and your head and your shoulders down. And here, if you want to squeeze the block, that will help you engage your thighs and your glutes. This is a great pose to invite strength and perseverance, because this pose does take a lot of dedication. And if you want to try and place your arms up. Feel free. Otherwise, just keep them wherever you feel most comfortable. Remember to breathe deeply here. We're going to hold it for another 5 seconds. And to release, we're going to lift our head up and shoot our hips back down. From here, roll onto your side as we come into our cat pose. So tabletop, press into your index finger and your thumb. Make sure that your knees are directly below your hips. Keep your wrists directly beneath your shoulders. And make sure that your outer elbow is facing forwards. You don't want it to be like this or like this. You want it to be straight that way. And from here, we're going to place our left hand underneath our gaze and just stretch up into our cat pose twist. Look up at your right palm, your fingertips as you breathe here, and feel the stretch in your rib cage and your low back. Your exhale, release. And now let's do the other side. So right hand is going to be directly underneath our eye gaze, and on our inhale, we're going to reach our left hand towards the sky and follow it with your gaze. Keep breathing here and stretch into your low back and your rib cage, your shoulder, and release. So now that we're all warmed up, we're going to go ahead and go into our all fours cat twist. So to do this, we're going to go ahead and place our right hand underneath our eye gaze and bring our left hand through as if we're threading the needle. And then once we're comfortable, we're going to bring that right hand on top of our left hand. So palms are touching together. And then try and keep your arms straight here. And if you need to walk your knees out a little more for comfort, feel free. Next, we're going to raise our right hand and gently place it towards our left hip on top here. And try and really open that shoulder, that right shoulder, as you stretch the left one on the mat. And this really is an intense twist. So, if you're comfortable here, you can stay here. If you want to try something a little deeper, we're going to raise our right hand up towards the floor almost. The back of the palm can almost visualize the back of your palm touching as if it's wanting to touch the floor, and then try and bring your face up towards the ceiling. And breathe in deeply here. Twists are a great way to help you relax after a long day. They also help improve digestion. We're going to hold this pose for just another moment. And to release, bring your palms back together. Walk your right hand, push yourself up, back to tabletop pose. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Right hand is directly beneath our eye gaze. No, wait, the left hand is directly beneath our eye gaze. And we're going to thread the needle with our right arm through. And then from here, go ahead and meet your right hand with your left hand, palms together, and push them away from you so that your whole arm is straight. And next, we're going to go ahead and bring our left hand to the back of our waist to help push us into a deeper stretch. all while trying to keep your right shoulder on the mat still. And then if you want to try something a little deeper, we can go ahead and lift our left arm gently as if you want the back of your hand to touch the floor as we shift our gaze towards the ceiling. Remember to keep breathing here. Take a nice deep breath in through your belly, to your ribs, into your chest, and slowly exhale through your mouth. To come out of this pose, we're going to bring our hands back together. Put your left hand back on the mat and come back into tabletop. Let's take a few deep breaths in tabletop before we go into our camel pose. Or if you want to do a couple cat-cows before we go into camel pose, that's okay too. So inhale, cat, and exhale, cow. Chin to chest, pelvis forward, and cat. Head up, arch the back, and cow. Chin to chest and pelvis forward. Back to table. So for camel pose, you want to make sure that your lower body is making like a 90-degree angle. So your shins and your thighs should be making like a nice square. You could fit a little square. Not perfect, but that's fine. Nice square. And you can go ahead and place a block in between your legs to help, guide you. If you don't want to go too far back, then maybe keep your block upright instead of down here. But I'll keep mine right there and hold it between my heels. Then you want to really push your pelvis forward, squeeze those glutes, engage the core. And then when you're ready, breathe here. Make sure you're nice and relaxed before you attempt this pose. Take another nice deep breath in and release. Okay, so squeeze that core, pelvis is forward, glutes are tight. I'm going to start by circling my left arm up and around as I reach back towards my left heel. Then I'm going to go ahead and circle my right arm back and around as I reach for my right heel. Then here, make sure that you're still squeezing your glute in your core. And then if you want to release your neck and your head and bring those shoulders to open. And to come out, we're just going to come out the same way we came. So circle our right hand up and then our left hand up. And stay still here for a moment. You don't want to twist in any way right after a back bend. In fact, we're going to go ahead and come into table pose to create a nice neutral spine. And then here, if you want to lean forward, we're going to go ahead and lay flat on our backs to help release our backs. After that, you can come into restorative pose with your knees together and your back flat on the ground. Take a nice deep breath in here and relax. Okay, then gently roll to your side and come back up. So I wanted to include camel pose because camel pose is a great heart opener. Really releases that heart energy, that loving vibration within us. It really helps, prepare us for the new moon. And with that being said, I also want to close off with mudra, Ganesha mudra, which is one of my favorite ones. To do this one, we're going to place our left thumb down and our right thumb above. Make a sideways high five with the hands. Interlace the fingers together on your inhale. And on your exhale, pull your fingers away from each other as much as you can until your arms come back down. So Ganesha is the god of removing obstacles, and I think it's great to help yourself do this mudra and help prepare you into any new beginnings as gently and as easily as possible with, some guidance. So once again, let's go ahead and left thumb is down, right thumb is up, sideways high five. Inhale, visualize anything that you might be afraid of on this path that you're taking. And on your exhale, pull your fingers away and release. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, thumb down, left hand, right hand, thumb up. Hug each other. Inhale, visualize whatever blockages you might feel. Exhale, release. Come down. Okay, last time. Left thumb is down, right thumb is up. Interlace the fingers. Exhale. Pull the fingers away from each other. Maybe this time, let's pull them away at our heart center as we release. Perfect. Shake it out. And now let's prepare for Shavasana. In case you're wondering where I got these pillows, these cushions are actually butt cushions. I got them from Costco. Walmart also has these butt cushions. I was going to return them because they actually don't go with the dining room chairs that I got. So instead of doing that, I decided they'd be nice to use for Shavasana. And they're really cheap. These were only like $14, so highly recommend. You could also use these pillows for Sukhasana, so easy sitting pose, to help your knees come down more when you're in your crisscross applesauce pose. Helps really you relax and meditate instead of just being on like a hard floor. But everyone's different. So with that being said, let's lay down into our corpse pose. Get nice and comfortable. Maybe throw your socks back on, because some people get cold in Shavasana. I being some people. Okay, so if you have a blanket, go ahead and cover yourself as we relax here. So close your eyes and visualize every inch of your body relaxing and letting go as we prepare to enter the new moon phase in July 2020. Honoring ourselves in this moment and thanking ourselves for taking the time for us to practice and focus on your breath. Don't try and control your breath at this time. Just breathe however feels best for you. Relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders fall to the mat. Relax your hands. Don't make any fists. Put your hands palms up to allow yourself to receive whatever it was that you were manifesting or what your intention was in the beginning of this practice. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill your lungs with air from bottom to top as you slowly exhale from your mouth. Do this 2 more times. Inhale nice and big. Slowly exhale out of your mouth. Last time, inhale. Exhale, let go. Bring your knees to your chest. Roll them side to side, or rock your knees side to side, and then come onto your left side and relax here for a moment. Breathe into the side of your body. Allow your shoulders to be soft. Allow your gaze to be soft here. Take a nice deep breath in and release. And on your next inhale, gently push yourself up. Come into your seated pose. Hands to heart center. Thank you for allowing me to share in your practice today. It was a lot of fun, and I really hope that this video helps guide you into the new moon with peace, love, happiness, and prosperity. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.